So I know everybody's like burnt out on talking about it, but I was going to talk about today the incident with Chris Rock, Jada Pinkett, and Will Smith. I have my hood on because I'm freezing. I was gonna go run, but I'm just too cold to run. But anyway, with the issue with the Chris Rock, Jada Pinkett, and Will Smith, people are tired of talking about it, but I wanted to give my 2 cents, so to speak. I saw it when he went up to slap him. I wasn't watching. I did replay it, and I was like just shocked. I thought like a lot of people thought that it was a joke at first, but then I realized very quickly that it was not a joke when he went back to his seat and started shouting, say my wife's name again and keep keep my wife's name out of your blank mouth. I realized then very quickly that it was not a joke. And I actually did not mind the fact that Will Smith defended his wife, but I felt like he could have done it in a different, more diplomatically correct way, so to speak. I felt like putting your hands on someone is like never the answer to solving an issue. I think he could have like talked to him or asked to speak to him after the show, or even said what he said at his seat about keep my wife's name out of your mouth, whatever. But I just like the fact that he defended her, even though people are like, oh, well, she did this with him, she cheated on him and with their son's friend, and she was rude to him, and she shouldn't have the way she looked made him go up there and do that. Even if he did like defend her based on not based on any of the stuff that they were talking about him cheating on her and stuff, even though he did endure all that with her, and the fact that he still defended her after all that she did to him, that is like even more like amazing to me. But like I said, he didn't have to put his hands on him, because like I said, that's not the way to go about anything, because that can cause like a lot of drama, putting your hands on someone, especially if Chris Rock would have reciprocated. That would have been really ugly and embarrassing to see them up there brawling on stage at a big event like the Oscars, and that would have just been embarrassing. But they said that, well, he was laughing at first. Yeah, he was laughing at first, but then when he looked and saw her reaction, he quickly changed from laughing to like, wait, my wife is hurt about what was just said about her, so he went to defend her. But I mean, people are like, well, Jada shouldn't have made that face for him. Jada can make any face that she wants to make to express herself. I know that I wouldn't want to be limited on the faces that I make when I'm expressing myself, because other people have a problem with it. I want to be able to express myself as freely as I would like to, and despite other people's judgment. But the fact that he did react to her response on her face, even though he was in the midst of laughing, says a lot. When he saw that she was bothered by it, he immediately got up and reacted. Again, his reaction could have been way different, but he got up and immediately reacted to it. As far as consequences for Will Smith, I think the 10-year, I guess, being barred from the Oscars for 10 years or whatever, I think that's a lot. That's a lot. I think if he was like The Rock or anybody else, Alec Baldwin, the 10 years would be a lot lighter of a sentence. It wouldn't be 10 years. I think 10 years is very, very strict. It's just above and beyond. I mean, there should be some consequences for his actions at the Oscars, but 10 years is a lot. And I think that he should be able to do something to, apologize for his actions, maybe at the Oscars, whether it be like, working for them, doing something to like reestablish his demeanor or his character there with them. There has to be something that he can do besides not being able to attend for like 10 years or barred for 10 years. I just think that's, like I said, a lot. And I don't blame Jada. Again, I don't blame Jada for Will Smith going up to punch or slap Chris in the face. I mean, I know Chris is a comedian, and comedians are always trying to crack on people and at whoever's expense. But I think the alopecia joke should have been, because women, I know as a woman, I'm very sensitive about my hair. So I think alopecia jokes and jokes about like a skin disease with your head should not have been part of his programming there that night. It should have been about something else besides Jada's alopecia. I think that was kind of cruel. I think that was really cruel to joke about it. Although he said he didn't know about it, I think he's the one that did the show on hair and women's hair, black women's hair and stuff like that. So he should know more than anybody else how sensitive people can be about their hair, especially when they're suffering something like alopecia or something like that. So again, I think he of all people should know better than to crack jokes on someone having alopecia. So that's pretty much all I have to say. I think I've touched on every point that I wanted to touch on this matter, but like I said, I really didn't have a problem with him defending his wife. Just the way that he did it could have been done way differently. Like talking with him, or even sitting from his seat and shouting what he shouted, which would have, still brought attention to him, and people would still be talking about it. The fact that he shouted, "Keep my wife's effing name out of your mouth," but it wouldn't have been a slap or like a black man going up on stage to smack another black man. It wouldn't have been talk of that. But and Jada, I guess, how could she have made him not? She can't be responsible for his actions. She's responsible for her actions and how she handled it. And I did see when he went up on stage to slap him, I think Jada was kind of like, I don't know if she was kind of like amused by it or what, but it was like, I got the feeling like she was like, oh, my man's up there defending me. Have I ever had a man defend me like that before? I can't remember a time when I've had a man defend me like that. I remember my father like defending me when people said stuff to me that was like out of line and stuff like that. Because that's your dad. Your dad does that. But me, as far as a man that I've dated or whatever defending me, I can't recall. I can't recall. So maybe that's why I'm so like gung-ho about, yeah, he defended her, and I think that was super cool. But it could have been done differently. But I mean, Will has a lot of stuff going on, apparently. You could tell that he had a lot going on, and that he was probably bothered by all the rumors about him and Jada's lifestyle, and the fact that she did have a so-called entanglement with one of her son's best friends, good friends, whatever. So, I mean, there's a lot going on there, but that's between Will and Jada. And if they choose to put it out in the public, then that's on them. But, I mean, he had a lot going on. You could tell he was like had a lot on his mind. It seemed like he was very emotional. He was very emotional that night that he did that. But again, that's my 2 cents on that, or 4 cents, whatever. And stay tuned for my thoughts on other happenings of current events and whatnot. And I hope you guys are getting out this weekend to enjoy this possibly really nice weather. I know I'm going to. I might actually get a run in right now. It's a little windy and cool outside, but I might get it. My nose is like stuffed and I'm congested and coughing, but the only time I don't cough is when I run. But anyway, have a great day. Peace out. See you next time.